Houston, our instruments are showing that we have a incoming message from deep space. Repeat, Houston, we have an incoming message from deep space. Houston, we will begin playing message now. Houston, we're going to try and translate that up here. Hold for translation. Translation complete. We'll begin playing message now.
Hey, it's me, Melissa.
What do you do when the aliens invade? Take a shot of MK Ultra and watch Melissa Jade. Put on your tinfoil hat and tune right in. We got that crime spree, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, a complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Aliens is on the sun or in Area 51. Time travels, unravels, haunted castles, cops are baffled, potential experimental thoughts that make you transcendental. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Crime sprees, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa.
Hello, everybody. Happy Mother's Day. Hey, Anna Cassis, Hippie Chick, Karen Ann, Simply Complex, Crime Crochet Coiffee. We have Joanne. We have poor Linda, Forgets and Shiggles, Trio Girl Mom, Petunia, Dog Mom. How are you feeling, Dog Mom? We have Kathy Ford, Debbie Doodles, Natasha, Sadie, Daniel, Amanda. Let me see. We have Lydia, Jade, Lee, Cancrady, Julie, Carrie Beth, Kara, ATS News. Hey, Sherry, Tiffany, Keith, Michelle L, Boho Hobo, Loki, Harlot People Me. Hi. Hi, Mom of Four. Happy Mother's Day. Hey, Shelly Beans. Hey, Karen Ann. We have Beach Lover, Shelly Beans, Chloe Moon. Hey, Meat Feets. Carrie Beth. Yep, all tight. Whether you're a bonus mom, a regular mom, stepmom, a mother who's adopted. That's kind of what I mean by bonus mom. Um, Fur mom, all the mamas out there. Happy Mother's Day. I'm so exhausted. I just got home. I just walked in the door and I was like, oh, like I'm so tired, but I didn't get to come on last night because I was over at my mom's and I was like, I can't go another night without my Tisha group. Um, Hi to everyone in the Freak Snake. Yes. Uh Hi Shane. Did you guys have a nice weekend? I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope it was filled with lots of laughs and a lot of love. Hi Alaskan Amber. Okay. Oh my goodness, I gotta like stretch and get ready. All right. So, up on the docket today, we have a call with the YouTuber, which would be KitKat, and 2 calls with Amy Lang. So, 3 calls, YouTuber and Amy Lang. And I just know we are in for it. So, get your snacks, stretch, cuddle up, and get ready for this because I have a feeling we're going to be in for it. Oh, that's awesome, poor Linda. That's awesome. Hi, Aries. Hope you're feeling well. Hey, K-Breeze. All my best people. Oh, no. My mama lives 1,100 miles away, and this morning someone came knocking on my door, and my mama had breakfast DoorDashed over to me. So sweet. My kids live by my house. My hubby's. Oh, it sucks that you're alone, but that was such a sweet gesture. Alcohol. Yeah, if you drink alcohol, Shelly Beans, pour yourself a nice drink. I tried Aries. So after I failed on Friday night, people told me you got to put on night vision with your camera and you might be able to capture it. And so then I didn't have night vision on my camera. So I downloaded the Night Eyes app and all it did was make everything turn green. So I don't know. I didn't get to see anything cool. We tried though. Yeah, it was also very, very cloudy. We had a lot of overcast. Okay, well, hell yeah. Carrie says I'm in a hot bath with chocolate covered raisins. Let's go. Thank you, Shauna. You too. Chocolate covered like raisinets? Real okay, is that so? Forgets and Chico says I just used portrait mode and it was so bright. I didn't know what mode I was supposed to be in. Damn it. I'll show you guys my failed picture. Everyone was sending me like pink and purple and green, and mine was just fog. All you saw was fog in my street light. It was so unaccelerated. Yeah, no aurora. Like it sucked, Kathy. Everyone had beautiful photos, and I had my street lamp with like gnats, you know what I mean? Like the summer gnats that kind of like circulate at the top of a street light. That's what I had. It was bullshit. Oh, are you Lisa? I didn't know it was tonight too. I mean, I could try. Both nights failed, man. Everyone had gorgeous photos. And I had New York. Blah. Hey, Blue. Man, Little Red. Yeah, damn it. Oh, I hope you're okay talking about we had such bad tornadoes last night. Oh my goodness. That's so scary. But okay. So again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We have 3 calls up on our docket. Hey, Musicity Mom. Hi, it's not rocket science. Roro found us. We have 3 calls up on the docket today. 1 with the YouTuber, 2 with Amy Lang. Get your alcohol, get your chocolate covered raisins, whatever you fancy. Because maybe she'll be normal, but I highly doubt it. So let me jump back. Okay. The last call we had listened to was with Amy Lang too. Well, you know what? I heard, and I was pissed because I didn't pack it because I was at my mom's this weekend. But if you took your eclipse glasses, you might be able to see something. And my eclipse glasses were here, and I was mad because I held on to them because I'm like, there's going to be a day I'm going to need these. I just didn't expect the day to come so soon, and I wasn't prepared. Okay. So let's jump it on. It just I'll show you guys at the end of the live. It was just a street lamp with some fake mist that's really just like the air. Like it was nothing. I know. I'm not sure where she is, Debbie Doodles, but we miss our Elena. Oh, welcome, Sarah Beth. We're happy to have you. No, I didn't throw them out. I knew I'd need them. But so one day again, they'll come in handy. Okay, so I'm sure she's okay. I know she works a lot, so it probably is just a very busy week. But all right. So our first call, hi Nicole B. Our first call up is with YouTuber, which I believe is KitKat, and it's going to be April 7th. So we're going to listen to a call on April 7th and then 2 calls on April 10th, both to Amy Lang. So I'm sure they're back to back. Hi, Rock Painting Lady. So this is going to be April 7th, 2021 with YouTuber.
You know what I'm saying? But like, if someone was going to be in the house moving around all day, so you should put a sock over it so since they didn't pick it up.
It's going to
You know,
hang up.
it
This
always
is the
gets
last
stalked,
call. Hey, Emily.
AT&T account getting checked, you know, like whatever. And I just had to hurry up and get out of there because I was tired of being emotionally abused and like, you know.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Okay. So now we are, and that was the end of the call of Amy. So this is going to be with the YouTuber April 7th.
Good morning, Letecia.
Hey, how are you? Never pick you up.
Ah!
You know what I'm saying? But like, if someone was going to be in the house moving around all day, so you should put a sock over it so since they didn't pick it up. Because you know, it always getting stalked, AT&T account getting checked, you know, like whatever. And I just had to hurry up and get out of there because I was tired of being emotionally abused and like, you know.
Hey, Megan.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Good morning, Letecia.
Hey, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Okay. How's your dad doing?
He's starting to have really bad side effects from
Yes, me.
the treatment, and he's barely eating. He's getting thin, and it's so sad because I take videos of him as much as I can, you know.
Yeah.
For his progress, and oh man, yesterday was bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
But I just
for
tried
yesterday and I thought about it.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So what I ended up doing is getting a puppy, and I get to bring the puppy to the cancer center with us, and trying to get, and it's helping the other patients.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's probably a good part, too. You get to see other people shine through it. Oh.
So I get to, like, do therapy with these people. You know, we all talk together because we're all the same ones at certain times.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a funny mix. It's a Vicinti, hound, and a boxer.
Oh.
And he's so cute. He's got a white mark going down his face like a skunk. And I rescued him.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Praise God.
How are you?
I've been struggling. These ninjas keep coming in my room, and they force me to braid my hair.
Okay. She just got done opening up, and this is another issue I have. She just got done opening up and being vulnerable and sharing something very personal as far as her father's health. And you can't even, there's just nothing. There's nothing there that gauges or cares as far as, all right, you're going through a lot, right? It's just an opportunity for her to push whatever narrative she wants to push on that day. But ain't no ninja forcing you to braid your hair. And we saw her braids. Don't forget what her braids looked like, okay? Why would a ninja even force you to do that? Okay? That was your own poor decision. Don't blame the ninjas. It was your decision to braid your hair. Like Julia Stiles in Save the Last Dance. That's your decision, okay? Just ridiculous. Thank you. It's not rocket science, dude. Thank you for making our night. Thank you for making mine. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you. But okay.
These ninjas keep coming in my room, and they force me to braid my hair and join the Mexican mafia. But I don't want to be in there. But they had me to put my hair in like 1,000 braids, and they wouldn't leave my room until I did.
Are you talking to anybody about this?
No, because I tried to talk to mental health like 2 weeks ago. They don't try to help me because they just don't want to be involved and like be.
They don't want to be involved. That's literally their job. Hey, Misty, I hope your recovery is going well. Oh, thank you, Pinche. I so need your laugh today. Pinche, I was watching your stream. I don't know if you saw me, but I was in your stream and I commented a couple of times. I think it was Friday night. I'm not sure. And you're adorable. But thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. So, oh man, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, they don't want to be involved. That's their job. That's their literal job. Okay. Poor KitKat is over here saying, oh, well, have you spoken to anybody about this? Right. This is definitely something you want to get help for. Yes, exactly, Sarah Beth. It is Letecia logic. But and we see this in her lawsuits, right? Hi, Mia. We see this in her lawsuits where it's I'm being treated differently, right? I'm not being allowed access to things. I'm not being allowed the same resources. It's a lie. It's a lie.
Subpoenaed and stuff like that, so they just kind of just brush it over.
So you would think that it would have some kind of help for someone to talk, for you to talk to, with what you're experiencing.
No, and even though I get to eat and stuff now, I'm more segregated. You know what I mean? Just because like I'm housed on the side with this one lady. She's 74. She's mentally ill, so I can't talk to her in the vent. Then the lady under me is in a wheelchair and she's mentally ill. Then the girl under me, her schizophrenia is 5 times worse than mine. So I'm just
5 times worse than yours. What's 5 times 0? Oh, right. That's 0 because you don't have schizophrenia. You don't have schizophrenia. So anything 0 times anything is still 0. Okay? But here she goes again. Hi, Kim C. Here she goes again, pointing the finger at all the other inmates and, oh, you're crazy. And, oh, yeah, you're. And listen, there are going to be people in there who struggle with mental illness, obviously. But I think what she also does, besides lie, I think she mimics. And so I think she observes what certain inmates do that may be struggling with these mental illnesses, and she mimics them.
housed in that section of the mentally ill, really mentally ill. And because even though I come out with people, I still am segregated in my cell. You know what I mean? And it is tough. But I mean, I do get to eat, food instead of starving. They're letting me get the food off canteen now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, like I ordered it. I got some today. I got like some candy and some chips and some stuff like that. So remember I couldn't get it before. Remember when you tried to send me a?
Yep, they sent back my money.
Yeah, yep. They I'm allowed to get food now, so I ordered some, and today's commissary day, so I got some of that. I haven't been
they won't let me send messages or pictures. You know that, right? On the
I think they
the
sent
internet.
a message that said they shut it down for right now, and I think they're trying to figure out a way to do it appropriately. Like people are doing things. There's always somebody who messes it up for the group. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you can send letters on there. You just can't do pictures. But I got to see your picture on there, your profile picture.
Mm-hmm. I hope you're okay, Pinjay. It was very high anxiety when I was tuned in. But I have a lot of respect for you for what you were doing out there and just keeping your cool. But I'm glad that you're okay because that's scary. Happy Mother's Day, Danny.
It's scary, huh?
I've got long hair. No, it's not scary. Yeah, so
no, it's kind of nice for you to see who's talking to you. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah. Yeah, and then I don't know. They keep coming to me with this chant about the snitching, like snitches. You know, we pull down their britches, and then they become bitches. And
then when she says this, okay, they come to me with this chant. You know, have you ever seen Finding Nemo? You know, and they're like, shark, bait. So I'm imagining in my head the Mexican mafia like coming to her cell. Shark, bait. In all their bandanas. Like, trying desperately while chanting. You got the ninjas in the back braiding her hair, and then you got the Mexican mafia just chanting. Like, it's so ridiculous. Even a schizophrenic would not see this shit, okay? They wouldn't, okay? Her delusions, okay, are so far out there. That's another way you know it's total bullshit. She just really, like, even when I was on a shit ton of LSD, I've never seen the shit she describes, okay? So now they're chanting. They're fucking all coming with their bandanas and their fucking popped collar, and they're chanting. Snitches get stitches, pull down your britches. And we've heard her say this chant numerous times. We even saw her write it in one of the letters, okay? Dear Lord, Deja.
And about the snitching, like snitches, you know, we pull down their britches, and then they become bitches. And then we give them stitches, and then they end up in ditches. And like the ninjas just keep chanting this to me in my cell, and like, I don't know.
Are you on medication?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, that was the most direct but nice way. And I love it. Hey, Megsy. I love it because nobody's ever asked yet. Okay, so that was perfect. Are you on medication? No. Well, you fucking should be. And guess what? As silly as it is, that's a total appropriate response. Because if you are telling me that you are being summoned by ninjas who are braiding your hair and they're chanting at you with the Mexican mafia, please get on medication, okay? Because this is serious. This has escalated to a very serious point here.
Are you on medication?
No, I don't do meds.
Okay.
Well, I was taking this nightmare meds because because you know, like I have sleepwalking issues and nightmares. I've always had that. I used to end up in my closet. I've driven my car. You know, that's why I did everything, joined the military, but then got ready to go to basic, but got disqualified automatically because I had sleepwalking. But anyway, so I took a Prozation for that.
Whoa. Letecia was about to go to basic, but she had sleepwalking issues? Oh, thank you, Pinche. I don't know that to be true. And please correct me if I'm wrong, but did Letecia ever? I was about to go off to basic, but because of my sleepwalking, I wasn't allowed. When were you in the fucking military now?
Welcome. But anyway, so I took a Prozation for that, but
Thank you, Kyle.
It made me worse. Like it made me have like sleep apnea almost, like shaking and jerking, and you know, because it's just like a blood pressure pill or something. They said.
Did she say sleep acne?
it made me worse. Like, it made me have, like, sleep apnea almost.
Oh,
like,
apnea.
shaking and jerking and, you know, 'cause it's just like a blood pressure pill or something, they said. And then I asked them, could I get back on the Thorazine? Because I used to take Thorazine. And I tried it in 2016 for a little bit, but, like, I would go to work in my classroom and I couldn't, I mean, I was like zombied, you know what I mean? I didn't like that kind of stuff. That's why I don't like meds.
Hey, Samantha.
And
You
then,
had that side effect.
yeah, and then I had took I think it's Giordani or something like that. It was Geo something. They tried a different couple of ones when I got treatment with the school district. They tried a couple of things, but I don't know. I'm just not a fan of meds, and I'm trying so hard, but I'm getting like, I get worse, and I go through these phases where I get really, really worse, but then I'm okay for a while. Then I get bad, and I'm okay for a while.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So you can't get letters no more? Is that what you told me in this convo?
Yeah, you can't get them through here. You have to do them in the app. If you go on the app and find the email scanning or whatever, I did get your card before they shut it down. So I think that they shut it down yesterday. Yesterday was the last day, and I did get the card. And then you just have to go in there and do email scanning or something like that, and then you're allowed to they print them off. You can do pictures that way.
I'm sure I'll figure it out somehow.
Yeah, because my family sent pictures through there, and what they do is they print them off and bring them to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that should be.
Yes, Shane. So the date of this call is April 7th, 2021.
Interesting,
huh? From that app from New Mexico or something, and they bring them to you. So I got those that way, and letters that way. I don't know how they're going to do the biblical stuff, because I asked them about it how many times, but I haven't got an answer. Because I'm like,
hey,
can we still get that? Yeah.
Did you like that little prayer?
Oh, yeah, I like that. The dog was so cute. I'm not a cat fan, but I love the dog, so I was over there like...
They didn't give you that paper with that prayer?
Yeah, it was in there. Yep, the paper was in there, yep.
Yeah, I do that all the time for me.
Yeah, it's smart.
No, I appreciate it.
Okay.
When I come out of my cell, I get a little better the more time I'm out, listen to music and kind of... But then, like, I'll be locked down until tomorrow at 8 when I go in a few minutes. So I'll be so stir crazy and all over.
I know that we have to remind you of this all of the time, Miss Ma'am, but you're in jail. So the way that you relay, hey, Tony, the way that you always relay, oh, I got to go lock back down. No. It kind of reminds me of, not to be mean, but the guest that came on who was criticizing the guards. And she said that they're the worst of them all, which that may be her experience. But when I asked her, what type of things do they do? And she said that they'll tell you what bunk you have to sleep on, when you could come in and when you could come out. And to me, I'm like, respectfully, but isn't that their job? Like, of course there are going to be good and bad guards, the way that they're going to be good and bad judges, good and bad doctors, good and bad lawyers, good and bad teachers. Like, there's none, but I didn't like lumping them all together. But what was being relayed to me seemed like what their job is, to tell you which bunk, when to go in and out, like to be locked down. That's what it's jail. It's not supposed to be a great place. Okay. I know. And there were so many of you who are being respectful, and I appreciate that. And I did try. But it seemed like I wasn't being met halfway. I didn't want to, because there are, guards who were in my chat that night that wasn't their experience at all. And I don't like to lump everybody up in one category. You can't, it's never black or white. Oh, thank you, Boho. I'll check.
The place, and there'll be all kinds of people in my room.
Can you still get books?
Yeah, I can get books.
Okay.
They still let you get that kind of stuff. I'm hoping they still let us get our religious material. I don't know, like our daily bread and stuff. We haven't heard the answer on that yet, because I need all that. Like, I get in a routine with that every day.
You know, we seen the letter on the internet that you wrote to the judge, and you wrote about your son, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and he's in Mexico, and it's pissing me off because
okay. That was huge. Anybody who was following Shane, it was huge. Anybody who was following this case in real time. The letter gets, and I'll see if I can pull it up. The letter that Letecia wrote Judge Werner, she included her long lost son from baby daddy number 6 in the El Chapo line. And everybody was like, what? Wait, what? Like, did she mean Gannon? Is she talking about another son? Like, it was crazy. But we didn't have these calls, so we didn't know how she was just bullshitting everyone, even though nobody really believed it. But it was like, that letter was big when it came out.
Yeah. Oh, and he's in Mexico, and it's pissing me off because he should be in school right now, but he took him to Mexico because he's pissed. And I mean, this is one of those things where, like, I didn't raise him, so, like, he took him to Mexico when he was little, and, like, you know, I had no pull on anything. And he's mad because he found out the situation about Mario. So, like, Mario was supposed to fix the carpet, and he came back with me from GameStop, and he was supposed to fix the carpet, whatever. And so he kind of, like, came on to me, like, almost, like, sexually, like, very advanced himself physically. Well, I never told E about it. I never told, and I guess Ty must have told. So E has gone to Mexico to find Mario, and I can't get up with him. I haven't talked to him I talked to the big.
Now, if you weren't here, hey Shar, if you weren't here, and I got the letter, if you guys want to read it, Mario now is somebody Letecia brought back to the house to fix the carpet. Mario is family of E. Mario sexually assaulted her. E just found out 2 days ago. And so E is on the hunt to find Mario. And he might chop his head off, or he might throw a banana peel and hope his cart skids off the road. One or the other. But it's getting pretty serious in here.
I never told, and I guess Ty must have told. So E has gone to Mexico to find Mario, and I can't get up with him. I haven't talked to him I talked to the big homie who got the message to him from upstairs, but I don't know. He's probably there's no telling what he's gonna do to Mario when he finds him.
How old is he?
Huh?
How old is your son?
15.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 15. So when Chance and I had separated for a while, we hadn't been married or nothing yet, but then Chance was like, he wanted his son anyway. He was like, we'll just take care of him and all that. But then he took him to Mexico, and there was nothing I could do. He's got dual citizenship, so he would just take him back and forth, and he knew there was nothing I could do. I mean, would he take him in the mountains of Mexico? What was I going to do? You know, send a lawyer to find him? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So E is on the run. Chance was fine, even though he came after Chance. I don't get it. Chance always wanted a son anyway. It's amazing that he's not here to be able to speak on it, right? He's no longer alive. But people were shocked to find out about this long lost son. The big homie.
And so
how is your team doing for you? Or your team, like your PI and your
she's going to go to Myrtle Beach to get that phone with the stuff that clears me. We already have it on the iCloud, but she wants the phone too. She's like, we want to have it double, triple, you know what I mean? Like all these places, we want to have it saved. And so she's going to go to Myrtle Beach to get the phone, and she's going to fly to Mexico.
Well, I'm glad you're getting help because I was worried about that, right?
Oh, yeah. She's done nothing but help. She's going to go to Mexico. She's going to talk to Ian Ty in Mexico. And she's going to get with Angelica and get, he already did a disposition, but she's going to go still talk to him in Mexico and stuff like that. That way, he's not going to change anything or just help.
Because I'd be so confused. I wouldn't know how to represent myself. That'd be hard.
Yeah. But right now, you know what? To be honest with you, the jail has been so cooperative since going to court.
I'm glad you're out of what did they have you in?
Yeah.
When you were in that room all by yourself or whatever?
I was in solitary confinement, yeah.
Oh, solitary, okay.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. Like, I tried to get those attorneys to talk. Let's sit down and have an adult conversation, and they would never do it. When all I did was had a simple conversation with a deputy who then passed it on or wrote a report, and then we were able to have a conversation about my security, and, they've been nothing but kind and helpful, whether they mean it or not. It's not up to me to judge that, you know what I mean? But they've been nothing but helpful and kind since then. Since we went to that last court, and I was just like, hey, it's discrimination,
Discrimination.
And so that was something
When's your next hearing?
Huh?
When's your next hearing?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I want her. We got the evidence saved, and so honestly, I'm not in any worried about it anymore. I'm not stressed about it because that was something that the PD wouldn't do. Right? They wouldn't go fly to Myrtle Beach. They had all these restrictions. They wouldn't come in because I didn't want to give them, my iCloud password over the phone or video.
Again, the iCloud password, which contains all of the evidence for the secondary iCloud, all Al's abuse, all the knowledge of Edgar on them out of the vineyards, and the murder of Gannon.
Give them, my iCloud password over the phone or video. I begged them, please come in, please come in 10 minutes and, take this off my brain to get this off my iCloud. They never would do it. And Caitlin came right in, you know what I mean? We had a plan devised and went through with it, and that took so much stress off of me because I kept having all these nightmares. Oh my God, one day iCloud's just going to crash. Apple's going to shut down. It probably wasn't going to happen, but it was just, you know what I mean? Just worrying because I didn't have someone to have a backup because I couldn't get anybody in, you know what I mean? And,
yeah.
And then the PDs kept being like, well, just give us the information over the phone. I'd be like, no, this is not something I want you here with me to go over it like Caitlin did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now that...
Do you still get to work on your case, go to the library or whatever?
Well,
libraries?
Yeah, but it's just a difficult time to go with all this stuff going on in my brain from 2:30 to 4:30 a.m. is not an effective and productive time.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Tisha. Where's the boo-hoo emoji? Because you're in jail awaiting trial for murdering your stepson. You go pro se, so you have access to the law library, but it's just not an efficient and productive time for me. Can I do something preferably after lunchtime hours, in between my nap and eating? They don't give a flying flicking shit when it's productive or effective for you. They have countless inmates who are on special restrictions and cannot be in the law library at the same time. So you will be on a rotation. And if that is your time slot, that is your time slot. And the fact that you think you are entitled to something more, I'm not super productive during those hours, It's just mind-blowing to me. Hey, Chase.
That's just what they have available right now, is what they told me. So I went for a while, but then I don't know. First of all, I was going on Sundays, and I don't believe I'm going on Sundays because that's, what some people consider Sunday the Sabbath, some consider Saturday Sabbath, but in my upbringing, Sunday's the Sabbath.
You have 1 minute remaining.
And so I try to spend all day with the Lord on that. But I just told them there were no issues. There was no problems with that. I'd figure out another plan B until they had another time available.
Okay. So, whenever I can email you, then let me know, or video call. That's what it's called. I've never done it before, so I hope we do it right.
Yeah, I'll set it up again for next.
Yeah, because I got denied 3 times.
Yeah, I'll set it up again for next week. You said the only time you're not available is the mornings, right? When you're with your dad.
Yeah, between 10 and 12.
Central time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That's right. You're an hour behind.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, still praying for you, and keep in your prayers, or keep losing my mind. But I got to stay sane because I pretty much got this now. I just got to stay focused on not losing my mind every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it'll be all right.
I always think about you.
All right. Thank you. You have a good day.
Okay. Stay blessed.
Bye-bye.
So before we continue, let's pull up that letter KitKat was referring to. Hi, Queen Bella. Shall we? Let's see. What letter to Judge Werner? Oh, this letter to Judge Werner. Well, this was written February 21st. Okay. So it got released, over a month after, a month later. So let's see. What did Letecia write to Judge Werner? Judge Werner. And it's marked March 8th. On February 19th, 2021, I was unable to talk with Judge Bain about my conflicts with my defense team due to 1, the actual privacy of the booth and the transport over. I explained in detail to him, expressing my concerns of privacy. 2, I had a very difficult morning mentally because I am not mentally well. One of the main issues with my attorneys is their lack of ability to gather evidence. Pause. Their lack of ability to gather evidence for your innocence is quite difficult, Miss Ma'am, because there is no evidence that you're innocent. But please, carry on. Due to this, I find little value in the term expert. First, they were unable to obtain my mental health records from Charleston when I finally paid a firm in South Carolina to obtain them. In 2016, I was diagnosed with and received treatment before work for over 28 hours of care. Yet that was not shown in trial, was it, Tisha? Was it? No, Miss Ma'am, it was not. The school district even provided extra services and later let me medically resign due to ongoing reality breaks. In 2018, I was hospitalized in Canada, crossing the border for 2 days and completed more OP treatment when I returned. Except she didn't. They looked for these records. Hi, the Shiznits. It didn't happen. I tell you this because it sets the stage for why I cannot work with my attorneys. I signed release forms for them to get all of this information so they would have a better understanding of why I'm all over the place some days. I asked them to use the info from a non-biased doctor who worked with me more than 2 hours, but instead they sent a lady who was clearly an actress and friends with the DA. She spoke about him in an unprofessional manner, their history, and his election. Now, I'm sure all of this was true, but I thought she worked for the court, not one particular side. My attorneys did this to make me look like a perjurous individual. Instead, it was malfeasance on their part. I have included several reasons to support my claim as I kept a timeline of these conflicts. Communication is broken beyond repair. Oh, I rolled my tongue. Sorry, I don't know how to roll my tongue. Did you guys hear that? I did a little bit of a roll there. I freaking did it. 33 years old. I've never been able to roll my tongue. There was a fucking roll there. You heard it, Shakto, right? There was a fucking roll, man. There was a roll there, okay? So, communication is broken beyond repair. I explained these issues to Judge Bain, including the lack of access and visitations in complete detail. Pause. It was a fucking COVID and a lockdown, Miss Ma'am. Yes, everybody had to deal with the pandemic. A pandemic. So, yeah, I understand that you didn't get physical visitations because nobody did. But okay. Inconsiderate of evidence. Since March of 2020, I asked my attorneys to preserve the GameStop footage to locate the Texas police officer whom I spoke with and to get the cruise passenger list. Instead, they spent months contacting my family for mitigation. When asked certain things, they kept saying they will let the investigators know. 1 year later, same answer. Ooh, who does this remind me of? Put it in the chat if you can guess who does this give me the eerie resemblance of. It's feeling very Boone-like. This is feeling so Sarah Boone. Get the spigots now because this bitch is parched, okay? Hi, Angie. My evidence. I haven't physically seen any while being held at CJC for 1 year. Yes, COVID, but inmates were still being held as our constitutional rights were adjusted. Overlooking statute and evidence. They overlooked the competency statute about video recording. Human error? Okay, but this happens often with evidence in which me, the non-expert, has to provide corrections to evidence. Sharing info. They were texting my family and giving them info that they should not have, causing several disputes. Pause. Hi, Kathy. This was when her and Aunt Katrina were no more. Because as soon as Letecia told Aunt Katrina that she was seeing vampires, she is a vampire, and that she was about to do something not in her best interest to the point of getting involved with the people who actually murdered Gannon for money, you're damn right Aunt Katrina went to her damn attorneys in her own best interest. I know, Harlot. I know. I had to make room. Hi, Reese Cup. She wrote, my judge. They filed that motion knowing this county would not grant me new attorneys to sabotage my chances of a trial by judge. They knew I wanted to present evidence to him without exposing any info on my son's father. So right there, ready? They knew I wanted to present evidence to him without exposing any information on my son's father. So when that came out, we're like, is she talking about Al? Who is she talking about? Hey, Bendy. who was she talking about? Betty, do you remember when this letter was first released and we got wind of the son and we didn't know if she was referring to Gannon? And then we were putting together, no, like, because I think at some point she refers to something that makes it clear it's not Gannon. And it was big when it came out, if you were following in real time. So they knew I wanted to present evidence to him without expressing any information on my son's father. However, they created incorrect conflicts instead of addressing the real issues. They could have filed the pro se only instead of talking about my defense to sabotage my trial by judge. So she's making it seem like she wanted to do a trial by judge behind closed doors. So when she does give information about Ty's father, Edgar, related to the El Chapo cartel, it wouldn't be really exposing him because it wouldn't be out there to the public. You know what? I actually, and I know that this is going to be a really stupid question. And I know Bendy will know the answer too. And I feel stupid asking, but has a trial by judge ever been televised? Like, when they do a trial by judge, is it always behind closed doors? And I know I'm probably going to feel very stupid when you guys answer, but I don't really recall a trial by judge only. Like, I watched it. I don't remember ever watching one, at least for like a murder trial. You covered, why don't I, is there one that I know of, Bendy, that like I'm just not thinking? Or just does it not happen often? Most murders are jury. A bench trial could be televised. Then do they just not happen that much in like popular cases to where I haven't seen one? I don't think I've ever watched one. Betty. Well, which one was it? I'm gonna need to watch it because I'd like to see the different Henry Dinkins. No, I didn't watch that. Henry Dinkins. No. Hi, LFT. Happy Mother's Day. Federal trials don't allow cameras in the courtroom. Brooks had a jury. Yeah. Most people want 12, not just one. Yeah. I'm just trying to remember my brain, and I really don't remember personally watching one unless I can't recall. It's interesting, but thank you for answering. So she wrote defenses. Indeed, I am innocent, but I will not put myself or others in danger running the defense against my, there it is, my biological son. So indeed, I am innocent, but I will not put myself or others in danger running the defense against my biological son when the system is letting two men run free who are involved. One is a prominent member of an independent business. They use the NGRI to get a hearing, knowing I'm not guilty, to cover up their lack of representation. Although I had bouts of insanity and still do, I did not murder or abuse anyone, nor would that be a defense because it's my understanding that you actually did do it. However, I will protect my bio son and I will protect the drugs and violence documented from my stepson. So pause again. This is the part that I'm very, it's the part that truly fascinates me with Letecia. And I really, again, I'd love to know how it correlates to borderline personality disorder. But it's not that she just lies. It's that she lies so boldly, even right to the judge, about things that are easily proven not to be true. And I wrestle with the fact that she's not aware that they're gonna know you're lying. To me, I believe she's aware this isn't gonna work, yet she still does it. And that's the part where, and please leave your thoughts in the chat, because do you think when we're going through these calls and Letecia very confidently says, you know, when I get out, it seems like she's making arrangements with Harley for setting up an apartment as if she's getting out. Do you think Letecia genuinely believed she could get out of this situation? Or do you think it was just one of the shows? It was just her putting on a front. And every time I go with, yeah, it was just a front, I argue with myself, because she made actual moves as if what she was saying was true, when I'm sure she could have taken a path that could have ended not so much better for her, but could have been in her better interest. Yet she doesn't. She makes it as if she does have this evidence, as if she does have this secondary iCloud. And I can't figure out if she knew. I know she knew she was screwed. She was making multiple attempts at escaping, but like, part of me feels like she believed she could get out of it too. Letecia goes in hard in the lies, no F's given. I think she is used to getting her way because she's a whole Susan. But do you think, Bendy, that she knew she was screwed? Or do you think a part of her believed she could get out of it? Oh, yes, Southern gal. She's made, okay, so there was the Great Escape, I refer to it as. And that's the one where they confiscated actual letters and the other inmates snitched on her. And she was trying to break out of her cell through the window with a broomstick. And she tried to bribe the other inmate with money that didn't exist. And then, this isn't on record though, or in the case files, but we heard through mouth, so take it for what it is. Amy Lang, during the Amy Lang interview, she said that Travis, Letecia's prior boyfriend, received a letter from her, and it was a very nice letter. It was very thoughtful and it was very nice. But within the letter was a religious pamphlet. It was like a Daily Bread pamphlet. And then within that pamphlet was a little note asking to bust her out of jail, like Heath Ledger style from The Dark Knight. I want you to back this school bus into the jail and bust a hole in it. I don't know how she managed to get that note out. If we're to believe it's true, she managed to get that note out. And apparently Travis said to Amy, what am I supposed to do? I don't want to get her in more trouble. And they never reported it. But how did you expect him to break you out? That wasn't Travis. I don't believe that was Travis, Darlene. I'd have to go back to the case files. That was another guy. I don't think it was Travis. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bendy. But that was another guy, and I don't know if his name was redacted. I can't remember the case files. But he had dated her when Harley was I don't remember how old Harley was. And he took Letecia, Harley, and a friend to Disney World, and she did bite him and assault him. And then like over a year later, without any contact, the cops showed up at his house and arrested him for assault on Letecia earlier that day. Yet he had not even seen or spoken to Letecia in over 10 months. And it had eventually got dropped and sorted out. But that's how crazy she is. If you haven't had any contact with this guy in over 10 months, And all of a sudden, and I have a feeling what happened. She was probably dating a new guy. And just like she does with Al or every guy she's with, she depicts a horror story from the previous boyfriend. And she probably got herself into a situation and she claimed that her ex-boyfriend beat her up or did something to the point where she probably had to follow through with reporting it, and they showed up at his house. I don't think it was Travis. I can look it up right now, like with a keyword search in my Google Drive. If I could find my Google Drive. Where is it? It's like a D, right? Yeah, here it is. Okay. Okay, hold on. No, it's not this one. I'll find it. Let's finish the letter and I will find it. And I'm sorry, my nose is getting really stuffy. But so it says, indeed, I am innocent, but I will not put myself or others in danger running the defense against my biological son, where the system is letting 2 men run free who are involved. One is a prominent member of an independent business. They use the NGRI to get a hearing, knowing I'm not guilty, to cover up their lack of representation. Although I had bouts of insanity and still do, I did not murder or abuse anyone, nor would that be a defense, because it's my understanding that you actually did do it. However, I will protect my bio son, and I will protect the drugs and violence documented from my stepson. So you'll protect the drugs. We hear every other call, Letecia, putting down and criticizing drug addicts, right? But here she is protecting the drugs and violence. That's great. Southern gal. I've never rolled my tongue before, so imagine like 33 years of trying to wink and you can't, and then one day you winked. Like, I rolled my tongue before and I'm happy it's recorded. I'm sorry, my nose just like whistled. Oh my God, Bundy. Oh my God, so stuffy. All right. So it says, the truth is the court is holding the wrong person and for the wrong crimes. This whole process has been nefarious, from denying me an attorney, threatening me in the bathroom, away from cameras to confess, taking advantage of me being delusional, threatening my other kids, plural, freedom, or else, etc. I am going to keep making it known, sir, just how much this state has done in this wrongful incarceration. Boone! Her and Sarah Boone need to be in a cell together. I will continue to be an advocate for myself because I am not a murderer. And the level that the prosecution goes through to promote a wrongful conviction is absurd. Truth is, they could see a video from someone else and they would dismiss that person as a lunatic. They have far too much invested in this wrongful incarceration to admit they were and are wrong. For these reasons, and because my defense team is cahoots with them, I am left with no other choice but to represent myself. Denying me my rights under the Constitution has happened throughout this process, from the detectives, the jail, and now my own legal team. Every day, I am getting worse mentally due to inadequate representation and being held hostage for a crime I did not commit. These are my conflict issues and my reason for asking to go pro se. As always, thank you for your time. Oh, look at that. She does sign, it appears, Letecia Stauch this time, not Taylor or any other names that she puts down. But that was the letter that we just heard KitKat referred to in the call that we just listened to, for a little context. But okay, we move on to, it's not the next day, it's 3 days later, and we have these 2 calls with Amy. They're back to back. It's the same day, it's just divided up into 2 calls. So we will listen to April 10th calls with Amy Lang next. So I guess whenever we get a call with Amy Lang, it's always interesting. And I love how anybody who's following Allie and Bendy with the video visits, they're kind of pretty much in sync with the video visits at the time that we're going through the calls here, which happen to work out perfectly. But I think it's also very interesting that you could always hear Leticia's duper's delight, even without the actual video visit in front of you. On these calls, you hear that obnoxious exhale that she always does, that awkward laugh exhale. And you could hear that she's smiling. You could hear that she is duping, even without the video chat in front of you. But I've been enjoying watching the video visits too, because damn, she's one thing to listen to. She's another thing to look at.
Thank you for using.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much.
Good. You good?
Yeah. Yeah, I just came off of getting hypnotized. I was hypnotized for a couple of days.
So, what's up, Tisha? Not much, you? Oh, nothing, you know. Just got off being hypnotized for a couple of days. Now, granted, I don't know if there were video visits between the 7th, which was our last call, to the 10th. It is 3 days. Now, do I think she was being hypnotized? I don't. I mean, she's saying in the last call that she can't even get medical help for like mental help, that they don't want to waste their time on her and they don't take her seriously. So I highly doubt that this is an official program that is doing the hypnosis, but let's carry on, Tisha.
Oh, really? How'd that go?
I don't know. I was hypnotized.
What day did that start?
It's been like 2 days. I was hypnotized, and the ninjas were just being all crazy. I couldn't contain them, and then they tried to follow me again. I left to go to another room. I don't know if I can order some water.
Shark bait. Wait, you just got done saying you do not know how it went because you were hypnotized. But then you sure as hell remembered the ninjas. So how do you recall that part if you can't recall the hypnosis? Or are they separate? Maybe they're separate. But as of now, the ninja is braiding her hair and chanting with the Mexican mafia. That's where we last left off with that. So the ninjas are acting up. The ninjas keep on. They just keep on.
I don't know. They were just they had me hypnotized doing crazy stuff, you know? But I don't know what I was doing. I just know I was hypnotized because they came and told me they were hypnotizing me. So.
What day did you say this happened?
It's been like 2 days. I've been hypnotized.
Okay. And you just came out of it today?
Yeah, I just came out of it today. Yeah, I came out of it because I asked them, you know, like, could I only do it in short increments? And they let me come out of it.
I'd like to know what that was.
How are you feeling?
My head hurts really bad. This headache still don't go away, but I keep drinking water. I've had them for a long time now. Ever since I got hit with the bookshelf in my classroom, I've had bad headaches.
So she's referring to the incident at one of her prior jobs. And as far as I know, if I'm recalling it correctly, there is documentation of some type of incident happening with a bookshelf. But as far as I can recall, there was no witnesses in the room when it happened. But there is documentation that something did occur. Now, she may have just verbally relayed it. Who knows if it's the truth, but it is based on something.
And then when I fell down the steps, and I thought I heard people coming in the house, so I was scared. I fell down the steps one time, and then I hit my head on the steps. And ever since then, I've been having bad headaches.
Oh, it might have something to do with it then if you've had a head injury.
Yeah. Then remember I got the head injury in here at this place, but I'm only gonna be alive.
Girl, how many? So in this 30-second span, we got 3 different head injuries. Okay.
Then remember I got the head injury in here at this place, but I'm only gonna be alive probably like a few more days. So whenever they
I'm sorry, what was that? What did she just say? She was only going to be alive for another few more days? Okay, it's going to be one of those.
Probably like a few more days. So whenever they take me to do the next hypnosis, they probably are going to take me to the other side. And I go to a lady that's like a judge. And she will put me in full hypnosis, and then I'll be with them on the other side, no longer on Earth. So if you could tell my friend that helps me, if you could tell Caitlin that I'm not gonna be here anymore. That I'm only got like a couple days left in case she tries to come here and talk to me, so she'll know that I'm going to go transfer to the other side. I'm leaving the Earth, I'm not going to be alive anymore. They're going to take me to death, but I'm going to get to go pick between good death or bad death.
Can you let my PI know that I'm I'm taking the Amtrak, okay? And I'm going to the other side. And did she think it was gonna work? Did she think this is gonna work? So in a couple of days, I'm going. And I'm packing my bag and I'm heading on out. And then I'm gonna get to 2 doors, and it's gonna be on me to choose good death or bad death. Okay, Tisha.
So if you let her know that if she comes, I might be gone, just in case she looks for me. She came yesterday, and I told her the ninjas, what was going on with the ninjas, and she talked to me for a little bit yesterday or whatever, because I told her about that dude I was married to, right, the Chomo?
Yeah.
Yeah, him. So we were talking about the Chomo.
I know of 10 assholes.
And stuff like that. And then I got your letter.
I'll ask you about that. That's when I sent her 2 weeks ago. Got it today.
Oh, yeah, I got it. I was just gonna say, I don't think it really matters about no like birth certificate because like he's not on trial and it's a public document. Anybody can go look it up. I mean, in fact, people have already looked it up in vital records. You know what I'm saying?
It means to prove, you know, that you know these people. If they were to try to say that like they didn't know you, you know what I mean? If you have that proof that
Oh, they can't say that. There's pictures of us on my Facebook. Yeah, there's plenty of it. There's thousands and thousands of pages of pictures and
Are you
all everybody?
Are you okay with them taking?
Am I what?
Are you okay with them taking you?
Yeah, because I'm okay with my soul with Jesus, so I mean I'm okay with them taking me as long as cause when we die anyway, we don't go straight to heaven anyway. You know, we have to be in limbo. We wait, and then when Jesus.
Could you imagine because Amy, Amy would take it upon herself to listen to what Letecia is requesting, and Letecia is requesting for her to message her PI to let her know this. So can you imagine Amy picking out her phone and, hey, hey, Caitlin, I just want to let you know, Tisha said she's only going to be alive for a couple more days, and she's going to choose between good death and bad death. So if you show up for your job at the jail, she may no longer be here. XOXO A Lang. Like, because you know she did. Amy was so far up Tisha's asshole, she would do anything she asked her to. Hi, Seek Justice. Oh, I hope you had an amazing Mother's Day.
Right? We don't go straight to heaven anyway. You know, we have to be in limbo. We wait. And then when Jesus brings all his children home, that's when we go home. So you are waiting anyway. The dead is, because that's why they say the dead in Christ will rise. So you're going to be waiting anyway. So I'm just going to go with them until I'm waiting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna miss talking to you.
Oh, if they let me call you, I'll call you.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? How much does it cost to call from limbo? I would very, very much like to know. I didn't realize you can make collect calls from fucking limbo. She said, darling, she said she's calling from limbo. So at this point, she must be planning of being like, okay, I'm dead. Hey, Amy, oh, this isn't actually me calling you from physical Earth. This is me in, after Earth. Oh, God. They'll let me call you. Tisha.
They'll probably let me make phone calls sometime, you know?
I hope so.
But I definitely know I can video you because that was one of the things that is so cool about going to the other side from Earth, because they have more technology than we have here. They have stuff that you haven't even seen.
It's instead of it hanging up and saying thank you for calling Global Tel, it's gonna switch. Thank you for calling Limbo. Are you kidding? Their technology is better with Harry Belafonte. Jennifer. What a random choice. Oh my gosh. But seriously, thank you for calling Limbo. They have better technology. You too, Sprinkle Dog Nut. They have better technology in Limbo. What the hell are we doing here? We should all jump in the line. We're all going to Limbo, okay? Holy shit.
Yeah, like when they put the chip in your arm again and they take over you, you can control, like they read your mind, but like you can control other people's minds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, so you remember you're supposed to control the weather? Like coming up?
Yeah.
Well, I heard on the news, or the lady people say that it's going to rain Monday. But I was like, that's not her birthday. Yeah, so I thought I'd tell you that. It's going out because I'm on this TV talking to you. It's like a little mini TV. Yeah. So I'm on that now. But I just thought I'd call you to say hi.
Yeah, because I was Tuesday.
I'm gonna have to call you on the actual phone because this is going out, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Because I'm on the TV. I'll call you on the phone.
Okay.
Telling.
So then she does call Amy back. And so we're going to go on this call too. But I guess that's why there was echo and delay. But Mexi says, I'm changing my Wi-Fi plan to Limbo. Dude, have you ever heard anything like this, man? Hello, Gaia. I've never heard anything like this before. So virtually nothing is going to change except my internet speed is going to get much better on the other side. Oh my God. Shit, man. And Amy's just like, okay, how do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like your soul's ready for Limbo? Like, Amy, you need to put a little kit to your cat and ask, are you on fucking medication? Because if not, you need to be. Good night, Alaskan Amber. Oh my God.
Thank you for you. Hello?
Hey, I can hear you so much better now.
I had to get off the TV. Like, it doesn't work that good on the TV screen.
Oh, it's all good. No, I was saying I'm glad to hear from you today because I was thinking about you actually. I was talking about you earlier. I was like, I haven't heard from her since Tuesday.
Yeah, well, I didn't get to come out because the people who don't like our group was working and they make us stay in there. And then it was like only 15 minutes. And then I had to talk to someone another day about putting the chip in my arm, like how I'm going to get the chip put in and stuff like that. And then yesterday I talked to Caitlin. She came right before I went out. So I did that, and that's why I was gone for a long time.
I'm just glad to hear from you and hear that you're doing okay. What did Caitlin...
Amy, I'm sorry. At the end of that call, do you feel like she's confirming to you that she's doing okay? She just told you she has a few days left here on Earth before she's being transported on an Amtrak platform 9 3/4 to the other side into Limbo. And you are like, I'm just glad that you're doing okay. You know, like, I'm just so glad I heard from you. She's not doing okay. And what part of that registered in your mind that she's doing great? No, she's not doing great, Amy. Shit.
What do I have to say about all this?
Oh, she doesn't know all of it yet. I told her about the ninjas and what was going on with that. And she was like, okay. And she talked to me for a while. And then she just told me, like, she had done a bunch of good stuff. And I was like, okay, good. Then we talked about the chomo. And we talked about that for a little bit. And then we talked about not having he can't, like, you know, do the blackmail anymore. And so she was like, yeah, it's okay, we got this, you just wait. So, like, you know, just like cheered me up and stuff. But I told her that she brought me some books to read over, like keep me busy. But I have a hard time because every time I start to read something, I can't even do anything without them bothering me. Like, and she was just like, "Are you on any medicine?" I was like, "No." I told her how I asked for help for it's been almost 3 months now. I asked for help for mental health, but they won't help me. So I told her about it.
Then who's, like, for real? Because I am interested, given that there is 2 days with no calls. If it's not mental health hypnotizing you, then who's it? Big Bertha and A-32? Who's been hypnotizing you for the last 2 days if it is not mental health? I'm confused.
Do you think that they would be more likely to help you if somebody called down there, like, and complained, basically?
No, because the thing is, they don't want to be involved because they don't want to go to court. So they just, like, basically just say, try to do the best you can and cope, without us,
Yeah, but sometimes it's easier said than done, especially where you're at and all the circumstances going on with, why you're there and all the people you've had to deal with. Like, I can't imagine how difficult that is on you. And I wish that they would take it as seriously as I do, because I understand how important your mental health is.
Yeah, I was taking the hydroxyzine, but they canceled it because the doctor was mad because I wouldn't talk to him one day because I had a visit with Harley. And he got mad. I was like, fine, I'll just cancel your medicine. I was like, well, it's my time out, and I have a visit. And so he just walked away. So I asked the mental health people, I said, can I, like, see someone besides him because how he did me about my visit? And
first of all, how he did you, how he did me. Second off, you're in jail. You've been afforded better health services than our veterans. All you have to do is type into the kiosk and say, oh, my finger hurts. Hey, my butt smells. Hey, I'm having bad thoughts. And they schedule you a medical visit, whether it's physical, mental. You didn't like that on your timeout, when you wanted to do a visit, your doctor was doing his rounds to check on you. And so you said, nope, I don't want to talk to you. I want to do my video visit. And so he's like, okay, if you don't want to go for this session, then I'm not going to continue your medication, because this is part of getting your medication, that I check in with you. And then they take you off and you're like, hey, give me someone besides him because of how he did you. He didn't do you no way. You were in jail. This is how it goes. But you want a whole new doctor, you entitled brat.
And they were like, no. And I was like, well, but he didn't. Like, I literally was, like, walking from the phone to the video visit to get on the thing with Harley, and he got mad I didn't stop and, like, take the time to talk to him.
Wow.
So he was like, I'll just cancel everything, and walked off.
Oh, wow. That's like, super not professional.
And then they tried to tell me that they could give me the hydroxyzine after the law library, but they're not going to come in here at 4:30 a.m. They're not going to bring it till they bring morning meds. So that means I'm just going to be taking morning meds at whatever time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they probably can't bring them to you, and you can't wait to take them. They probably make you take them as soon as they bring them to you, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. And then, like, so then only 2 days I would be taking it at that time. And then the other days I'd be taking it. And it's at my discretion because I don't take it all the time because I don't need it all the time. But, like, I didn't even get to talk to him about the nightmare meds because to tell him how they were making it was making my sleepwalking worse and, like, shaking and jerking. I didn't even get to talk to him about anything. And then I was going to talk to him about, trying to get back on the meds I was on, because I already signed release forms for them to get that stuff from South Carolina for all the mental health stuff and the different medicines they tried. Like, I already.
We heard that in the letter to the judge that I just read you guys, except there was none. There was no hospital stay in Canada, and there was no medical records from South Carolina of trying all of these none. Again, she had 2 witnesses, Dr. Dorothy Lewis, and then 1 from a primary doctor who spent 5 minutes with her discussing anxiety, and then a referral. That's it.
She did all that, and then the stuff from the school district, I signed a release form on all that for where they gave me treatment and where I was, out of it for all those days. And I signed all those papers, so it's not like they don't have it so they could see what I was taking and what I didn't like because it was zombied. But it's okay because I had the conversation with Justice, and he was like, don't worry about it. When you get to the other side, you don't have to worry about it, You don't need the medicine. So that's what I'm doing. When they put the rest of that chip in me, I'll probably be done.
So I'm just waiting for them to come back. Remember that chip in my arm that I was telling Harley that I was desperately looking to cut out with scissors? It's all good now, because now on the other side in limbo, I don't need medication. And as soon as they come in and finish implanting this chip, I'll be good to go. And then limbo, here I come. Okay. Is Amy going to call it out? No, Jim John don't know. Of course, Amy's not going to call this shit out.
No.
Yes.
No, sir. I mean, John, no.
Just let her carry on and say whatever she wants to say.
I don't know when they're coming back to put the chip in me. I'm hoping they wait a little bit before they come back to put the chip in me. But if you would just let her know in case they put it in me before she comes back, because she has a trial, and I know she won't be here for a little bit because she has a trial.
Okay.
But in case she knows that I might be on the other side and gone, I might not be alive. You know what I mean? Because I'll be alive, but I won't be here. You see what I'm saying? Like I'll be on a different planet. Like I won't be on Earth.
Amy, did you just say yeah? Like you're following? You'll be here, but you won't really be here? Yeah, no, I got you. No, you don't, Amy.
Here. You see what I'm saying? Like I'll be on a different planet. Like I won't be on Earth. Not like make sure you tell her that, because I'm not hurt myself. It's not like that. You know what I mean? I'm going to another planet.
Okay.
What would be the best way to word this to her? I'm gonna type it up because I have my computer right here. I'm gonna type it up and then I'll text it to her here in a minute.
Yeah, however you think. Just tell her what we talked about, and and just and if she comes, just say, hey, I just was letting her know in advance that I'm probably gonna be leaving Earth as soon as they put the rest of the chip in me, and I'll.
So this is where Letecia didn't know what the fuck she was doing. She was really struggling, and even in the letter to Judge Werner, bouts of insanity. I need all my mental health records. I don't know what I'm doing. Yet I am innocent, though. I'm innocent. She didn't know which direction to go. If she was going to stand with the I am innocent, you have the wrong person, or I'm going crazy, I have no idea. She went for both. She went for I'm not guilty, but also look at me. I'm having breaks in reality and I'm having bouts of insanity. She went both ways. Now, what do you think your PI is going to think? I thought the PI shook your hand and was astonished with how much exonerating evidence you had. How do you think she's going to feel when Amy's like, how do you want me to type this up? How do you want me to type this up? When you're saying that you're leaving on the other side, you're going to limbo and you're going with the vampires. Come on.
On Earth as soon as they put the rest of the chip in me, and I'll have to go through like the whole process of them taking my body parts again, because I was initiated before, but then I came out of initiation, but then they made me join them again. You know what I mean? So now I have to reinitiate. So I already gave them like small intestine as like a sample. So they'll come back and I'll have to like give them all these body parts. And then I'll be reinitiated again. And then I'll go through a certain phase of different stuff. And then if I pass, I'll be back in the group.
Okay.
Yeah. So just let her know. But hey, they're coming for the dinner. I don't eat the dinner, but I still have to go like lock down.
Okay.
But I hope you can tell the girls hello. I hope they had a good Saturday and a good Sunday. And hopefully, if they take me to a new planet, I could probably send them pictures. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, it'd be awesome. Yeah, make sure that wherever you go, that you still have access to me and my phone number.
I will, because they got to get me out of this orange color. Like, let me be in like black or like blue or something.
Oh, black would be awesome. I love black.
I know. Me too.
We have a video chat tomorrow.
I'll be there tomorrow. Huh?
Okay, cool. Want to make sure.
All right, see you tomorrow. Just let her know that in case she comes. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
I need you to don't forget, write all of my insanity. Hi, B. Brady. Write all of my insanity to my PI. Don't forget, okay? I might be on a different planet, but Lord knows I'm going to take photos. I'll send you the photos, girl. The tech, oh my God. They have 5G over there. Deja. Oh, it's so bad. So tomorrow we have Members Only Monday tomorrow. Very excited for that. And we'll pick up where we left off. And we have we have Harley and Aunt Brenda coming up. So she never really pushes any like crazy with Aunt Brenda, I've noticed. She just relays that, oh, I had it, I had a crazy morning. I was going crazy, but she doesn't really get into all this stuff. But we've been watching her do it to Harley, which has been absolutely heartbreaking. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for Members Only Monday. I hope you all had an amazing weekend and an especially amazing Mother's Day. Shout out to all of you, fur mamas, bonus mamas, actual mamas, whatever mama you are. I hope you had an amazing Mother's Day. And thank you, Mindy. Now we don't know what you mean, Space Cadet. Space Cadet. Oh, thank you so much, Mindy. You guys are amazing. So I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
For the interviews, because I don't have any fancy clothes.
You go to my closet, you take whatever you need. You too, Brennan. You guys got to look sharp. It's the most important day of our lives, okay?
Okay, Dad.
What's your name? What's your age? Where you from? What's your sign? Who you love? What's your style? What you do? What you drive? Stop, drop, and roll. Do that. Do it like a pro. Do that. Stop, drop, and roll. Do that. Do it like a pro. Do that. Hit top, rollie, boy, we know you phony. Take her to the mall and buy her what she want it. Already smashed, so I'ma let the homie. RP my cash and RP a Kobe. If you're born in September, then you know you're my type. If I see you on Tinder, then I gotta swipe right. If you're born in October, then you're just like me. Here's a resume, can you fill this out, please? What's your name? What's your age? Where you from? What's your sign? Who you love? What's your style? What you do? What you drive? Stop, drop, and roll. Do that. Do it like a pro. Do that. Stop, drop, and roll. Do that. Do it like a pro. Do that.